So today's job is to remove the lower valance, straighten up the radiator support panel, bits and pieces like this, and then chuck a new valance back on. From what I can see, it's just spot welded on. You've got a few spot welds in this corner here, a couple over there, 3 down the bottom on both sides. Okay, and then the same on the opposite side. So I've taken off the guards. I'll keep you updated. I should be able to straighten up this piece here, re-weld it. I've got to dig around a little bit with these. The old bloke I bought it off, like I said in a previous video, smashed it into the back of my car trailer. It was probably doing about 20k an hour. Luckily the guards aren't too bad, and luckily none of the accessories on the front were actually attached to the car, else it'd be in serious issues. So bear with me and I'll get it through. Before I get too far, I just want to show you sort of what tools I am using for this project. So first up, I've got a spot weld cutter. So the idea behind it is it sort of drills a little tiny hole and then cuts a round circle around where the spot welds are. It's easy to clean up, easy to use. You can buy these from sort of your Total Tools, Hair and Forbes, all the sort of the major sort of, I guess, tool outlets. I don't know if Bunnings sell them, they might. For those international people, just buy them on eBay. They're pretty easy to find. Also got the trusty old D-bolt. So I've got the impactor. Now I just use that with a wire wheel brush. It just cleans the paint off and makes it nice and easy to sort of find where the spot welds are. You can spot them pretty easily. Spot, unintended. Yeah, so you can just see 1, 2. The other way of noticing them is if you go on the back side of the panel, you'll sort of see a little bit of a dimple where the heat has actually transferred through the panel, and it just makes it nice and easy to be able to find. Once that's done, then I will change the cutting disc onto a flap disc on the grinder, and I'll just clean the surfaces down prior to putting the new panel on. So that's 2 down on the lower section. Alright, now the easiest way that I find to do it is you just put a little bit of a flathead screwdriver inside the side of it, and then just tap it and they should start to release. I'll get the 3rd one done so you can actually see what's happening. So 3 spot welds have been undone there. They've been undone at the top. So that side's loose. Now these 2 here, you can see that they're on the very top of the area. So I'm thinking of actually cutting them off along this section through here, and then actually just grinding that section flat. I'm trying to avoid, if possible, damaging the radiator support panel. I know I'm going to weld over the top of it anyway, so I don't think there's any point in cutting that surface. So I'll start on the other side and I'll show you when it's all done. So the idea is you push in with the spring-loaded point in the center. Done. So that's all done now. So you can see that this needs straightening up through there. It's a little bit fucking hairy going. I'll take this one off and straighten that up, and I'll do the same over here. Now there's a couple of ideas I've got. One of them is welding the nut on and creating a bit of a slide hammer effect. The other idea is to actually completely cut it away, you know, small sections, hammer it back into position, and then weld it back in. So also got to get the heat torch on these, straighten those out, and get the wire wheel through the whole area and clean it all up. Alright, so I'm just going to do that as a 1-part video, this one. So that's just to remove the lower valance. I'll do another video of straightening up the radiator support panel and putting a new valance on. Obviously we're going to get the welder out, so I want to go into a bit of a detail on that to teach, I guess, the newbies on how I weld and how I like cut out panels and weld them back into position. So I want to go a bit more detail on that, but hopefully you've learnt how to use a spot weld cutter and how to remove the lower valance. So yeah, thanks.